Hey guys, it's Mitch with the Department of Bad Ideas, and I'm here to talk about Dark Sectors. First, this is a little bit of housekeeping. Sorry I haven't got any videos up in the last 4 or 5 days here. I've been really busy at work, but I'm going to get some stuff up over the weekend, so no worries, there will be some goodness to come. But Dark Sectors. The new game type dropped with Update 14, and they finally released the Armistice for deploying your rails. So now we can actually play the game type. And granted, I was going to do this when it first dropped because I was really angry with it. But I decided, I'm going to wait until they drop a patch to fix things, rebalance it, and all that. And they've been addressing it. They're working pretty quick to get it back to where it's supposed to be. So I gave it a shot. I'm actually I'm very pleased with it. I'm pleasantly surprised. The game type for a game that just does not do PvP that well. I think because the game type isn't focused on you killing the other player, it's an objective-based game type, and you're going to spend a lot of your time killing what are the equivalent of minions on the map. I think it works pretty good. I mean, this isn't to say that there aren't some glaring issues, balance issues and so on with the game. Like, I noticed a lot of the automatic secondaries are pretty useless. The Blade Storm, Hysteria, Turbulence, there are some very broken skills in there right now, and apparently, if you look around on YouTube, someone actually managed to complete a Dark Sector in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds using Blade Storm, which is hilarious. But yeah, I'm sure they'll patch that with some time. That's just give them a little time with it. But barring the glitches and the balance issues right now, the game dev itself is actually... I was really surprised. I started modding for it, because everyone just brings in their whatever weapons for it, and then you realize when you get going that your mods are all locked off, and you get them as you gain more points into the weapon, as you level up in the mission, sort of like a MOBA game type. And as it was going and I started modding my weapons, I realized, oh, wow, it's no longer just dump all your damage on. There's actually a lot of depth to modding for the Dark Sectors now. I mean, so much so that I'm actually going to be doing some builds. I'm probably going to do a few builds on Arsenal, but I'm also planning on doing a Dark Sector playlist for tactics, strategies, so on and so forth. It's going to be more of a general PvP thing, but I'm planning on starting up something for that because it just seems like it's the right thing to do now that we have this big game type that everyone can take part in, and made the Dark Sectors fun again. But as I was saying about the modding, I realized that there's a lot of depth in there because all of a sudden we're not just modding to put damage on our gun. We don't get our utility mods out of the gates. We actually have to unlock them as we go. So there's kind of a debate as you go. Do you start off with your big damage mods that cost a lot of points and will hold you back for the early game? Or do you put your cheaper utility stuff in first to get you to a point where you can dominate in the early game, suffer mid-game, and then make your comeback later on? And this depth really just, it caught me off guard, and I love it. I love every moment of it. Right now I'm actually polarizing my Dread a few times because I'm setting up a build which will be on the channel. I'm setting up a kind of a weird Thunderbolt build for it, excuse me, where I get Thunderbolt right out of the gates before I get any of my other damage mods. I'm going to get Thunderbolt and then Split Chamber, and then I get Serration, and then all the other mods kind of come as they go. And I realized while I was working on that, there's that depth. I mean, you have to strategize your mods. So, yeah, overall, 2 thumbs up. I like it. Still got a lot of work to do to get it bug fixed, get it patched up, get it where it needs to be, but so far, where they're going with it, I approve. I really like it. So, I'm running a little short on time here. I'm driving us a little deep, and I'm rambling a bit, but I like it. It's good. Keep doing what you're doing. So, this is Mitch, signing off.